You know how every generation of gaming PCs claims to be the next big leap, but most of them just feel like small upgrades? This one doesn't feel like that. This is a high-end pre-built gaming desktop built around some of the most powerful consumer hardware available right now. At its core, it features the AMD Ryzen 7 9800X 3D paired with NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 5080 16GB graphics card, along with 32GB of DDR5 memory and a fast 2TB NVMe SSD. On paper, that already places it firmly in enthusiast territory. But what matters is how it actually feels when you use it every day. From the very first boot, the system feels extremely responsive. Windows loads quickly, apps open with almost no delay, and switching between heavy tasks feels seamless. That 2TB SSD is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, eliminating the usual slowdowns that come from storage bottlenecks. Everything feels instant, like the system is always one step ahead of your input. Once you move into gaming, the experience becomes even more impressive. At 1440p resolution, this machine doesn't just run modern AAA titles smoothly, it dominates them. Ultra settings are handled without hesitation, and frame rates remain consistently high even in visually demanding environments. There's no constant need to tweak graphics settings or compromise on visual quality. The system is simply powerful enough to handle most games at maximum settings without stress. At 4K, the RTX 5080 shows its real strength. High-resolution gaming becomes not just playable but genuinely smooth. Frame pacing stays stable, which is just as important as raw FPS numbers. You don't get those annoying dips or stutters during intense action sequences. Instead, the experience feels consistent and controlled. Ray tracing, which used to be a major performance sacrifice in previous generations, now feels like a standard feature rather than a trade-off. Lighting, reflections, and shadows are more realistic, yet performance remains stable enough that you don't feel forced to turn features off. The Ryzen 7 9800X 3D plays a huge role in maintaining this smooth experience. With its gaming-focused architecture and large cache design, it delivers strong frame consistency even in CPU-heavy scenarios. Open-world games, large multiplayer battles, and simulation-style titles all benefit from its ability to keep frame delivery stable without sudden drops or microstutters. What stands out most is not just peak performance, but consistency under pressure. Even when multitasking, the system holds its ground. Running background apps, streaming gameplay, recording video, or handling creative workloads does not noticeably affect gaming performance. It feels like there is enough overhead in both CPU and GPU performance to handle multiple demanding tasks at once without compromise. Thermal performance is also well managed for a system in this category. Under long gaming sessions, the system maintains stable performance without aggressive throttling. That means performance doesn't degrade over time, even when the hardware is pushed hard for extended periods. Cooling efficiency also helps keep noise levels under control. Under load, you hear airflow, but it never becomes distracting or overly aggressive. During lighter tasks, the system runs quietly, which makes it suitable even for a clean, distraction-free setup. Visually, the design of the system leans into a modern showcase style. The internal components are clearly displayed, with controlled RGB lighting that enhances the aesthetic without overwhelming it. It's the kind of build that looks just as premium as the hardware inside it performs. One of the standout design features is the integrated touch display built into the case. Instead of relying entirely on software monitoring, you can view system performance data and adjust settings directly from the chassis. It adds a layer of interaction that feels more futuristic than necessary, but still genuinely useful for quick system checks. Cable management and internal layout are clearly done with care. The inside of the case looks clean and organized, which is not just about aesthetics. It also contributes to better airflow and long-term stability. Now, the important question that always comes up with a pre-built system like this. Is it worth it compared to building your own PC? Technically, building a similar system yourself might offer slightly more flexibility or minor cost savings depending on market conditions. But what this type of pre-built offers is convenience and optimization. Every component is already selected to work together, assembled properly, tested, and ready to go out of the box. There is no need to deal with compatibility issues, BIOS tuning, driver setup problems, or cable management stress. You get a fully functioning high-performance system without the time investment and potential troubleshooting that comes with a custom build. This makes it especially appealing for users who want top-tier performance without spending days assembling and fine-tuning a system. In the end, this is not a budget gaming PC, and it is not trying to be. It sits firmly in the high-performance category, aimed at users who want maximum gaming power, strong productivity performance, and long-term future readiness in one package. It delivers exactly what it promises: extremely high-end gaming performance, smooth multitasking, strong thermal stability, and a premium design that matches its internal power. For anyone looking at ultra settings 4K gaming, high refresh rate competitive play, or serious content creation, this type of system represents a complete, no-compromise solution. It doesn't try to reinvent gaming PCs. It just pushes performance closer to the edge of what modern hardware can deliver. And for most users in this segment, that's exactly what matters.